kailabreece.
Before I speak of war, I'd like to draw upon a good Gandhi quote. He once said, "I am prepared to die, but there is no cause for which I am prepared to kill." Now, throughout my videos, my position on peace is self-evident. However, that does not imply that I would not evoke a declaration of war if needed. Sun Tzu wrote in his famed book, The Art of War, "To fight and conquer in all your battles is not supreme excellence. Supreme excellence consists in breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting." Well, what did he mean by this? Well, he meant that the only victory was a victory off the battlefield. Sun Tzu consistently spoke of attacking an enemy's plans rather than the enemy themselves. Now, with that said, war is a behavior pattern exhibited by many primate species, including man, and also found in many ant species. The primary feature of this behavior is organized, violent engagement between two or more separate social bodies. These engagements are carried out in order to amend either the psychological or the material hierarchy of the other groups. Among humans, the perceived need for war arises from the belief that an essential ideology or resource is somehow incompatible or so scarce as to threaten the existence of one group. Now, while war has a natural cause, the development of technology has accelerated human destructiveness to a level that is irrational and damaging to all species. One philosophy that tries to explain the more violent groups is called the youth bulge theory. It states that in regions where a lack of regular, peaceful employment opportunities are available, and 30 to 40% of the male population belong to the fighting ages of 15 to 29, war will be present. Religions and ideologies are then said to be mere secondary factors, but will not lead to violence by themselves if no youth bulge is present. This theory is apparent when we look at past Christian colonialism and imperialism, as well as today's Islamic terrorism. So, does that mean war is just a bunch of unemployed, uneducated, angry kids with guns? Well, maybe, but maybe not. My question to my fellow intellectuals is this: what do you think of war? Is it necessary in modern times? Is it simply part of the human condition? What are the reasons we have not yet stopped killing one another? And ultimately, will humanity end because we cannot rise above such petty feuds? Now, they say talk is cheap. Well, they're right. It is, comparably. War costs time. It costs money. It costs resources. And it costs lives. War should always, always be a last resort, and it should always be pursued through a coalition effort. I am a man of peace, and that is why I support the military. I say, have the largest and most highly trained military on the face of the earth, just so we never have to use it. On a side note, it's always bothered me that the United States has an Army Academy, a Naval Academy, an Air Force Academy, and various other military schools, yet they lack a single school for the art of diplomacy. That, to me, speaks volumes. British politician Tony Benn said it well when he said, "All war represents a failure of diplomacy." This is kailabreece. What do you know?